Thank you for joining me on this weekly encouragement day. I appreciate the privilege of being here with you, even more so in the days we live in and as time goes on. Possibly, these are exciting times. However, I think the closest word I can come to of the feeling of these days is that these days are holy. I keep feeling like I want to move away from the topic of Israel. However, as the world is still in Israel, in the news feeds and commentaries, I am compelled to keep my heart here listening, trying to understand the importance, significance of what's happening. And I'm learning a lot. I would venture to guess that you are too. Global circumstances certainly seem to teach us a lot if we listen. And as I'm trying to be a listener, I keep hearing the concept of worship. I might be pressing us and stretching our thought processes, but I believe that we might consider that God is multicultural. I love that we have a Bible that's made up of the Old Testament and the New Testament. As a Christian, I love both parts, and I believe that both parts are relevant today. They always have been, and they always will be. I believe that both the Old and New Testaments have been in the heart of God from before time began. I'm especially grateful for the concept of worship as demonstrated in the Old Testament. So relevant for today because, did you know, in the Old Testament, when the Israelites, who are also referred to today as the Jews, would go out to battle, God would instruct them to send worshipers before them to prepare the way for the battle. We look at that concept and we can kind of chuckle. Does it make sense that you send out singers and instrument players in front of warriors carrying battle armaments? Yet this is what the Israelites did. I talk of this as being relevant today because I think our connection to this people is relevant. The Old Testament being the introduction of them to my faith. The Old Testament is also the introduction of Ishmael, who was also a son of Abraham, and of whom also God promised nations. So today is just another step in the story process. And I'm thinking it's an opportunity to learn the importance of worship. I don't have in my hand a key that unlocks the door that we can look in and see what the future will be if we learn to worship today. But I feel like we all have the opportunity to have the heart of God and understand the importance of our times as we seek Him and as He reveals. We walk alongside one another, fighting an enemy that isn't a brother. The enemy we fight is principalities of darkness, bringing hatred and violence. It's time we open up and listen up to know and understand that our enemy isn't flesh and blood. And we aren't here to replace the Israel of God any more than we are here to replace the God of Israel. True that there has been a veil over the eyes of some parts of Israel, but truer still is that we are grafted in to the vine, and we are witnesses of the one who grafted us in, to demonstrate that He loves every tribe, tongue, and nation. This is a hard day in so many ways. This is the day we are called to in so many ways as believers in Jesus, who died for us and gave us an example to pray for those who persecute us. Through all these hard things, please remember I am praying for you because I love you.